What's up, guys? I I don't know where to begin. So I had my psychiatry appointment. Didn't end as well as I would have thought. This is what I get for listening to my therapist about asking my psychiatrist about about my meds, because then I ask and then I explain to her why I'm supposed to be asking, and then I tell her what that was my therapist wanting me to ask. And yeah, I've been in a high. I've been in a high for a while now. Like, I say for a while now, like if it was that really long. I've been in a high since December 28th. And I'm experiencing a lot of the fun from it. And my psychiatrist obviously is like enjoying hearing what I like. I don't know how to say it. I was telling my psychiatrist, about what my therapist wanted me to say. And I feel like I didn't want to say the full extent of what my therapist wanted me to say, because I already was in a pissed off mood when I started the call, like being pissed off, and because of the damn reception lady or whoever the hell she was. And I literally was gonna crash out. Like, I was gonna lose my shit. I was already like screaming in my car, because I was in my car, obviously. I just got out of school, and I started cussing at the receptionist. Like, I was like, are you fucking kidding me? Like, I was losing my shit. And I was like literally trying to keep myself cool, because I was like, am I really gonna start this appointment being in this pissed off mood when her day's like, I was not caring and I was trying to care, and I just felt like I couldn't care. And it's like, I think that's one of the effects that is annoying, is like, I know I should be caring or giving a crap, yet I don't give a crap. So yeah, that's just like annoying. And I got information that I didn't want to get from my psychiatrist. I'm not really going to share that information, because I still need to process it myself. And honestly, I don't want to tell anybody, to be honest. But what I can say is I'm still taking my meds, and now I'm adding on to my meds. I'm adding on. And this is annoying, because the meds I'm adding on, like, I'm going to be taking meds in the morning and at night. Like, that's annoying. That's why I have to go to the pharmacy today, because I gotta pick up my meds. But my psychiatry appointment went amazing, to say the most sarcastic way. I don't give a crap. Oh my god, I'm not gonna be fake about that. It was annoying as hell. It was annoying. I even had to tell her, obviously, that to give me a second to let my blood calm down, because I was boiling and I was about to crash out, and tell that receptionist pissed me the hell off, and I was about to be like, screw this whole thing, screw the medicine, screw this everything. I don't care. I'll raw dog it again and be without meds, and I don't care if like it affects anything, work, school, anything. I really, really, really had to stay aware of myself and kind of catch myself, and I think that's a big struggle, is having to stay aware of myself and catching myself, because if I don't, then it gets worse and worse. And I can't risk me losing my job, and I can't risk me losing the opportunity with school, because for school is gonna give me the money, my job, to pay my house. And yeah. Anyways, yeah, that's been happening. So my appointment was annoying, but whatever. I'm gonna try it out. Try out the meds. It takes 4 weeks to get like an effect in. So 4 weeks from now, we're gonna see what happens at the next appointment. And if it goes good, it goes good, and if it doesn't, then I'm kind of screwed. But the meds are more gonna be for my focusing rather than my sleep. Because I told her, I was like, I don't mind me not getting sleep. It doesn't bother me. My highs don't bother me. It only bothers me when the focusing is taking effect. Like me, I'm either getting in a mood where I don't want to focus and where I don't care to, and where I'm like in my head. And I'd rather come up with all my different ideas than like focusing on whatever the hell I'm hearing. But then I forget. Either way, like, I'm very forgetful. It's weird. I forget like a lot of things, but like certain things I don't forget. It's weird. It's like I have selective memory. But yeah. I don't mind, obviously, the sleeping part. So I told her that's okay with the sleeping. My thing is focusing. I rather focus on the focusing with medication and with that issue than focus on sleeping. Like, I can manage. It's not going to kill me if I don't get sleep. It's not going to kill me with the other stuff. I've done this situation with sleep, and I've done the situation being in a high for many, many years. It doesn't bother me. It doesn't do anything to me. It doesn't affect me. Okay, shall I say it doesn't affect me? I think the only thing that affects me are the results of somebody else being affected. Like, other things affected, like my job being affected, then it'll affect me. That's the only part that affects me, is if my job gets affected and they want to come back at me. It affects me if my school is affected and it comes back at me. It affects me if, well, I'm not in a relationship anymore. So it used to affect me when it affected my relationship. You know what I mean? You know what I mean, Jelly Bean? So the sleep doesn't bother me. The highs don't bother me. I actually freaking love it. But the focusing is what bothers me, because I can't focus on things I should be focusing on. And it's like, you know you should be focusing on it, and you just... It's like being like tipsy drunk. Like, you know what you're doing in a sense, but you don't really feel the real guilt until after everything happens, after like you sober up, finding out you did stupid stuff, finding out, you know, whether it's cheating or DUI or whatever else tipsy people do. So yeah, my appointment, amazing. School, embarrassing. I literally disassociated in class. Like, and literally while I was getting scanned, I was like in my own world, and they were like, because my eyes were totally open, and it was like I was like I was daydreaming, and literally like I wasn't paying attention, and I was supposed to be obviously holding my breath, and they thought that I was still holding my breath, but it's like I heard them, but I was so like much daydreaming that like what I heard, I just thought I'm just having another. I don't care to say it. I just thought, okay, this is just another hallucination that I've been having. I've been having a lot of psychosis. So, hypothetically speaking, in my dreams, I've been having psychosis. Hypothetically speaking, you guys. But so I thought, oh, okay, like whatever, and I wasn't paying attention, and I was like so stuck in my like daydream, and like I started thinking about all these ideas I could be doing. That like I guess I didn't like pay attention while they were telling me like to breathe and stuff, and like my eyes were just like dazed off, and like one of like the instructors, she like went like I'm laying down, and she like came in front, and she was like, and like I was like oh, like what, and she was just like, you're breathing, and I was like, yeah, and like I started laughing because I was like, I'm sorry, like I was in La La Land, like in my own head, and like they were like laughing. And I was laughing too, and I couldn't stop laughing because like I didn't know what else to like do. Like, sorry, I'm in my head and I'm not paying attention and stuff, and like of course they were laughing. But then after, obviously I stayed in class, like after everyone like was excused, I stayed in class, and one, I was getting myself together too. And two, then obviously I was talking to my instructors, and like I was telling them like how obviously like it's been hard to like focus, and how I have my appointment, and like I think it, like I obviously, like my therapist said, I needed to get like something else, like I needed to do something, whether it's like change my meds or add on my meds or do like something like a supplement or something. And I told him how, you know, like obviously like with me being bipolar, it like does affect that, and like how I like can't focus even in class sometimes, and like, you know, like how during class usually it's nice when we get our breaks, especially like during like the online lectures, because during break like I'm so everywhere with focusing, like my mind's doing ideas instead, or I'm just like pumped, like restless, that like us going on our breaks, like our little like 10-minute break or a 30-minute break, how I, instead of eating, I like be in my living room and I'm dancing, and I'm like trying to like get out this energy, or I don't know how to explain it. So, and then like obviously coming back, but like obviously I still have, and I told her like how I still have like a watch on, like I'm watching the screen in case like class doesn't start on time. So yeah, that's my update. I don't want to say much on the psychiatry appointment, on what she said, but yeah. I'm not going to say an update of what I've been doing during my highs, until later, because I'd rather have like the full tea than like, here, I did this. So the tea has been spilled on this, at least. to an extent, because I will be damned if I say some other crap. But yeah, honestly, guys, I'm thinking about I gotta do my homework. I'm gonna finish my homework. Totally finish. But like, I need to do a TikTok. I do. I want to do one. I want to do a TikTok. I need to do a live. I need to like make more of these videos. I do need to like set up having a guest, and honestly, I think it's just timing is a pain in the butt, like because of the schedules with everybody, including like my schedule too. And then because like the people I wanted to be a guest from, I obviously like, I know my schedule's crazy, and I know for some I live like a ways way, like a ways way. I don't know how they say it, but that, and then like I do have to be careful because of my dogs, and I would just have to have like, I'd have to arrange it for my dogs, because I can't send my dogs off anywhere. Like, I can't send my boy to the daycare or something. And honestly, I wouldn't have either way. I would have been like, you either deal with it or you're not coming on my podcast. But that's the update on that. Honestly, I think I'm going to do an episode of storytelling, because I did have some people tell me what they want me to say, like on one of the stories, and some of them I'm not going to say. Some of them were like tell a story about what happened with us on that, and then no, there's some I'm not doing that. So I don't know what story I would pick to do it, but I feel like I would want to do a story on one. I had a couple people like try to give me more ideas than just what they want, and some people just whatever. So I don't know, but you guys tell me your ideas. I may or may not use it, like I said on the last video. And I'm not going to say everything that's going on in my brain right now. So I'm going to leave it at that. You guys have a fun one. I will make another video. I might make another video right after this one. I'm thinking on doing that, but I don't know. Maybe I might not. But to be determined on that. So you guys give a holla. Holla. Ain't no holla back, girl. Okay. I need to either do another video, or I need to do some homework and do another video, but we'll see. I have to also go get my meds, because I'm supposed to, like, I'm running out of my other meds that I already have, and then I gotta also pick up my meds. Like, so I gotta pick up my meds that I already use, and then my meds that I'm adding on. And what's hard is it's gonna be in the morning, which I would have to eat with them. But I kind of want to see how it is if I don't eat with them. Like, you know, am I going to... Yeah, my chair swivels. I you know, I need to see how it goes, because if I get nauseous or something. When I first started taking this one that I'm on right now, that I'm already on, I wasn't eating, and it was nice. I was like, am I not eating because I'm just in my high, or am I not eating because of the meds? And a lot of it was from the meds. And I think only a little bit partaked in being in the high. So, have a good one, guys, because